opening statement from Coach.
Well, we're thrilled we won the game. I thought that group in the last 5-6 minutes that was on the court did a phenomenal job. I think Tyreek willed us to the win. I think our bench supported each other down the stretch. I think that we really struggled making some good shots. Jarrell inside, wide open threes, free throws. I thought Siena played their hearts out, which we knew they were going to. You could see their confidence growing as the game went on. Where we were missing some easy ones, they made some tough ones. They banked in 2 jump shots. They had a jump hook inside that almost hit the shot clock and went in. So we were missing pretty good ones. They were making really hard ones. Their confidence was growing. We still have some individuals not defending as well as we need. We had too many breakdowns. We gave up a couple layups on screens across the lane that we had worked on all week long. But you know, the bottom line is surviving. That's the bottom line. We survived, and you can't fault our effort that last 5-6 minutes. I mean, we really did everything we possibly could to win that game in the last 5-6 minutes, and I think they all deserve credit for it. And Siena battled every bit as hard as I thought they would. They play so hard. They're young players. They're excited to be playing. Their coach is building a program. He's instilling his culture. If it has to do with effort, Siena's good at it. If it's running the floor or crashing the boards or defending, they're pretty good at the effort areas of the basketball game. They certainly made us earn the win. I'm just glad we survived, because you know, with 6-7 minutes left, it was obviously in doubt to everyone whether we would.
Any questions?
Coach, they shot over 83% from long range in the first half. Is that something you stressed to your team? I mean, these guys are shooting better than most people can.
We always do, but when you bank them in, it's tough.
Yeah.
Could you talk about the play of Tyreek in that 2-minute stretch and what the veteran leadership really means to the team?
Yeah, you're right. What you saw today was a team that came together in the last 6-7 minutes, but it revolved around Tyreek's leadership, both in his play and in his mentality. We like to use the word will. You have to will yourself to win. And I whispered in Tyreek and Sam's ear down the stretch with about 5-6 minutes left. I said, you guys got to will us to this win. And he did. He was amazing. He was absolutely amazing.
Do you think there's guys out there that are still learning how to do that?
No. It's all the same guys we had last year. It's the exact same team. You know, except for obviously we lost Ramon. All those other guys, I mean, they've won a ton of games. No, not at all. I do think the rules changes have made us and everyone in the country less aggressive defensively. We used to turn people over like crazy, an average of 16, 17 turnovers a game forced. And obviously we're way under that, and I think most teams are. The game's becoming more offensive, and what you saw today is one team make hard shots and another team miss some easy ones.
Were you pleased with the rebounding today?
You know, I was pleased with our effort in that area of the game. You'd always like to do better, but of course when you're able to play a big lineup, that always helps us.
Coach, how do you feel about Tyrone Garland's play today?
You know, I'd like to see Tyrone be a better defender. I mean, he led us in shots attempted, and we like that. He's a scorer. He didn't turn the ball over, so he was very unselfish. So he was unselfish, and he was aggressive offensively, and that's what we expect. We'd like him to get better defensively.
Coach, Khalid Lewis made his debut. It was speculated he wouldn't play till Tuesday against Penn State. Why did he play today? And
because
how did you
the
judge
doctor was okay if we heavily wrapped the hand and put a piece of plastic over the top. So, you know, he's practiced, I think, one time in the last 6 weeks, and he's kind of playing with one hand. So, considering that, I thought he did a great job, and he's going to be a big part of our team.
Tyreek had said, when asked a similar question, that he kind of fills a void that was left by Ramon on the defensive end.
Yeah.
Is that how you feel too?
Yeah, he's a terrific defender. Yeah, and, you know, whether you're a freshman or coming off an injury, it's really hard to come in cold and play. It's really, really hard. It'll take him a while to be his normal self, but I think he's a really good player.
Coach, I don't know if you asked this already, but Jimmy and you different styles, but you kind of had the same career arc. You guys both took over situations a few years ago and built relationship with you guys. Seems like you guys get along pretty well, even though the styles are really different.
He's a great guy. There's only around 300 of us on the planet Earth, and most of us know each other pretty well. And he's just always been a very open, honest, funny guy who cares about other coaches. Only coaches know what each other goes through. Only another coach could sit there and watch, your team miss the shots that we were missing, and realize that's all part of it. I mean, again, you get too much blame, too much credit. So I try to support other coaches, and Jimmy is a guy who's always supported me.
Coach, I think you guys gave up 8 points in the last 7 minutes of the game. I mean, what do you attribute that to?
The lineup that was out there, and a tremendous sense of urgency and great will, which, again, we have to find way earlier. We have to find way earlier. And we've had other times. I always say shooting evens out, and if you look at the career shooting percentages of our players, I think they're pretty good. I mean, Jarrell is a high 50s guy, and Tyreek makes 40% of his threes. Sam makes 40% of his threes. DJ makes 40% of his threes, and Taylor's a very good shooter. So, and in terms of our free throw shooting, we made some late that was important, but I just don't think we're making shots. But the good thing is we battled through it. We battled through it. And we really willed ourselves in that last 6-7 minutes, and we had great leadership on and off the court.
Coach, what are some things you guys are going to have to improve on before you play Penn State?
Defense, Yeah. Making shots that's gonna happen or not happen. And I believe every team I've ever coached over the long haul, the percentages average out to what you would expect them to be. Okay, so I don't think we're a 26% three-point shooting team. I don't think Jarrell Wright is a 38% shooter. I don't believe that for a second. I think those things tend to, play themselves out over the long haul.
Coach, can you say a few words about what the homecoming experience and the packed house meant?
I love the support and enthusiasm around our program so much, and our fans were a big part of us willing out the last 2 wins, and you hate to disappoint people. I know our fans were expecting us to play better, and that's disappointing to me, but I love the atmosphere here. A big part of having a program is having good kids and graduating people and winning games and having a great atmosphere with a lot of support and people who believe in their team and like their kids. And I feel like we have all those things in place right now. If we play a little better defense and make a few more shots, that life would be a lot easier.
Anything else?